All right, we are live at the Get Unstuck Masterclass. I am so excited. I'm going to wait a couple minutes for people to hop on, and then I'm going to get right started. So the Get Unstuck Masterclass, we're going to go through 5 reasons why your business is stalled. So if you're hopping on, say hello. Please let me know you can hear me and that everybody's ready to go and get started. Let me know. This is the first time I'm sharing my screen like this, so it'll be interesting to see how this works. We're going to make sure that it is working. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the box. I will get back to them and answer them at the end, or if I can try to get in the middle, I will. So welcome to the Get Unstuck Masterclass. So what is the Masterclass? What are we talking about, right? We are talking about quite a few things here, right? So the outline for tonight, 5 reasons why your business is stalled, why you're still hearing crickets, the most powerful tool in your business, and how to stop chasing people and start attracting dream clients, right? And yes, at the end, just like in most webinars, just like in most master classes, I am offering something at the end to be completely transparent. You do not have to stay for that, but I do want you to focus and stay for the rest of the class. All right, so most of you know who I am, but I'm going to talk a little bit about myself anyways, not too much, I promise. I am a coach, I'm a mentor, I'm a business strategist. I am a mom of a U.S. Marine and 2 fur babies, soon to be 3. I am so excited. That's my birthday present. I'm a wife, a mentor for girls, and my philosophy is pretty simple. I help women get unstuck because we all know being stuck freaking sucks, right? There's nothing good about being stuck. So to gain clarity and certainty in your voice is everything, right? So this is what I help women do. I help them create a business that's aligned with who they are, and I help them do what they love, make an impact, create an income, create the freedom that they desire. I believe all women are powerhouses, and it's my mission to help every single one of you unleash that. Now, my business was not always great, not gonna lie. I literally, again, being transparent, 3 years into my business, that was 6 months, so June of 2018 is when I actually started attracting clients and making money in my business. All because I was doing so many crazy things, all the things, right? I was doing things that I thought I needed to do, that people were telling me I needed to do, and I was complicating everything. So those are the reasons why I'm doing this masterclass. So who is this for? Are you in the right place? If you're in my group, you're in the right place. But just in case, I want you to think about a couple things, right? You're probably in a place where you've been doing all the things, you've been doing things, same thing, you've been trying different things, and it's just not working. And the worst part is that you're freaking over it, right? You're just struggling, you're feeling like you're never gonna be successful, you're never gonna make money, your business isn't working, maybe you're not in the right company, you're just stuck, right? And you want off the hamster wheel, but you feel so freaking trapped in this cycle that you can't see solutions anymore. You can't see solutions for yourself, and then you keep trying to look for solutions everywhere. And I want to really, really explain something to you. What you think your problem isn't actually the problem. I know that sounds nuts, but we are overcomplicating everything. So this is your opportunity to get you headed in the right direction, right? So today I want you just to show up to this class like you paid for it, like it's, $1,000 of your money, and be coachable today. Show up, ask questions, right? It's frustrating to be stuck. No one wants to stay there. So you got to be able and be willing to press Control-Alt-Delete and start over and take it back to the basics. The basics are not sexy, but the basics are how we build a business. So let's get started. So this is just something that is a statistic that I saw that I wanted everyone to know. So 70% of women feel that with more strength, they could reach their true potential. I am a firm believer, again, that we are all powerhouses, that we house so much strength as women, as moms, as wives. We are just getting hammered in building a business online it is just knocking us down over and over and over and over and over. So the ability to pull ourselves back up and really harness the strength that we have inside us is within all of us, and it is something that we are all capable of. So problem number one, Cash. Sorry, my dog. Problem number one, you lack clarity. I know you hear this all the time, but it is the number one problem I see everyone have. I know because I had it. I was so all over the place that I was trying all the coaching things that people said. I was trying to be a coach that somebody said to me. I was trying to do things that didn't fit within me and never giving things enough time to feel it out right. I was not freaking clear at all. And it is not your fault, because I feel like most of the coaches that I've had, and I'm going to be honest, last year in my business, I did a low five figures, right? Again, that was starting only in June, but the money that I spent on mentors and coaching was double that. So I'm talking the $20,000 to $25,000 range. So that's what I'm looking at right now, at what I did that didn't work and all the things that I thought I needed that weren't actually my problem. So clarity in your business, what does that look like? Let's start with foundations. The foundations, I'm talking, there are two separate things of foundations. There's the foundations of you, and there's the foundations of your client. You cannot skip over the foundations of you going to your client, because if you don't know what you want, if you don't know what your impact is, if you don't know what your message is and your mission, if you are not so moved by your own mission and your message, how are you going to move your ideal client, right? So you need to know your impact, your message, your mission, your vision, your values, what you stand for, what you stand against, and your brand. And I'm not talking about logos and colors. I'm talking about what somebody would say about you and your brand when you leave the room. I'm talking about that impactful. And what's your magic? Because we all have our own magic, and I'm finding that we feel like we're just the same as everyone else. We feel like there's all the network marketers out there. There's so many coaches that we don't have anything special about us. And that couldn't be further from the truth. And that is something that we all need to uncover, because it's what makes us unique. So the second part is your ideal client, right? The foundations of the client. And this is not your old run-of-the-mill standard crap that everybody's used to talking about. The demographics of your client, what she looks like, where she lives, what's her age, where does she shop. That's all bullshit. And you would know, because if you've done all those exercises and you're still stuck in the same spot, that does not work. You need to go with the psychographics of your client, her fears, her challenges, the problem that she needs solved right now. What does she need? How does she talk? What's the language that she uses? And how does she feel? Does she feel like there's just nothing else she can do? Those are the things that you need to connect into to gain clarity around your client. Not if she shops at Lululemon, or if she buys Starbucks, or if she has blonde hair. All of that means nothing. And it doesn't work. It didn't work for me. It felt wrong. I didn't even finish those exercises half the time I was given them. So I don't know if you've tried those exercises before. If you want to pop in the comments and let me know, tell me if they worked for you. But the third thing for clarity in your business is the USP. And what is the USP? The USP is two things. It's your unique selling proposition and your unique serving proposition. So underneath both of those, what makes you unique? What makes you different? What makes your voice different? What do you see in the coaching industry or in the network marketing industry that really just irritates you, that you can turn on its head, right? What problem are you solving, and how are you solving it differently from everyone else? How are you solving the problem? And maybe that looks different too. Maybe you offer something completely different than everyone else. I separated myself with my one-on-one coaching by offering something that nobody does at a price that nobody does. It's unheard of. And people ask me all the time, why, how? It's what makes me different. And then how I deliver the solution, or how you deliver the solution. It's the same thing. So I deliver it in a unlimited calls. Like, I deliver differently. So that is what you need clarity on in your business. Okay. So let's move on. If you don't have any questions, make sure you pop them in. I will pop back and check. Number 2, your mindset sucks. I know, right? We're all talking about mindset all the time. But unfortunately, the number one thing you need to do right now underneath your mindset is adopt the belief that you can and do and will have what you want. If you don't have that belief, nothing else is going to work. I don't care how much clarity you have in all of those things we just went over. If you don't have the belief, it's never going to work. So take a look at these. I'm going to take a drink really quick. Tell me if these sound like, any of these sound like you. You're terrified to get on a live video. You're terrified to put out an offer because you don't feel like you know enough. Oh, that is like one of the worst ones for me all the time. Like, I was terrified that I just wasn't as good of a coach as someone else, and what I put out wasn't going to be good enough, right? You're worried about what people think about you. This is huge in network marketing. So you're so afraid to announce your business because you're terrified of what everybody's going to say. The next one, zero belief in yourself. And it's not just the belief in yourself, it's what you have to offer. You have to have belief in yourself. You have to have belief in what you're offering, and you have to have belief in your client that they can make the transformation that you are looking to give them, that you are telling them you are giving them. Confidence. What confidence, right? Confidence is a hard one because we do something, it doesn't feel like it goes right, or we're terrified, so our confidence just keeps getting knocked down. But in actuality, the more action you take, the more confident you become. I know it seems like that just clashes, but it's the truth. You know, clearly I have a typo here. You know you're meant for more, but you're still so freaking confused. You don't know which way's up. Am I doing the right thing? Am I going the right direction? I just don't know. You feel totally stalled and stuck. You're riding the hamster wheel or the broke down merry-go-round or whatever version of that you want to call it. You feel like you should have all the answers, or you know more by now. This is my favorite. Feeling like you should have all the answers or know more by now is something that we're doing to ourselves to keep ourselves safe in this safe little space that we have going on. Because it's too scary to put ourselves out there and think that somebody might say something back, right? The fact that you put on yourself that you should know more by now is one of those things that it's because, and this is my personal experience and my personal belief, we are trying to put ourselves in an expert status in something that we may not be an expert in. And that's why we feel like we don't know enough. Instead of going back to where we talked about the foundations and just looking at being a freaking expert in what you are unique in and what you know right now, how you can serve right now, because we're all always evolving, right? So you've done all the things, right? I think everybody in here's done all the things. Courses, DYIs, classes. I mean, I ran the numbers. I did all the things. All the things that I thought were going to work, all the advanced things that I put myself in, thinking that since I'm an expert or I should be further along, I'm going to set myself up to be in something that's advanced, doing funnels and ads and all these things. I wasn't even clear on what the hell I was doing. How am I making ads and funnels? It's completely illogical, right? So if you've checked any of these, your foundation is cracked. And just like a house, you cannot build a strong business on a cracked foundation. And even deeper than that, you deserve, you as a whole, to be whole, to not feel like you are cracked, right? So this stuff is the invisible, non-sexy things that keep us on the hamster wheel, keep us driving the struggle bus, but we are pushing ourselves to make it more complicated than it has to be. And instead of actually doing the foundational work. Problem number 3. You're focused on you're focused on selling, not serving. And I know this is difficult. I know this is difficult for people because you put yourself in a position where you need money. So you're out there and you're struggling and you're like, oh my God, I need money. I have to do this. But humans do not equal dollar signs. You have to understand that. You have to be willing to be authentic, to build relationships. Beyond relationships, build connection, trust, and basically be a good human and just give a shit. I know that seems harsh, but I see it far too often. People are looking at their bank account, they're looking at PayPal dings, and they're looking at numbers. And they're forgetting that we're humans. We have feelings. We have things going on. If you want a sustainable business and you want it to be successful, you have to prioritize your clients, not your bank account. And I'm all for everybody making an income, but you need to focus on your impact first. Serve powerfully first. Stay in that powerful service energy. Your business is going to soar and you're going to make an income. I promise. You just have to follow the appropriate process. And I'm going to give you a little bit of food for thought, okay? Lots of coaches say, you're not making money because you're not making offers, which is true. If we're not clear, we have no clarity, we're probably not making offers. We need to make offers to get sales. But how can you effectively make offers if your mindset's fucked up, if you have zero clarity, and if you're in the I need to make money vibe every day? What are those offers going to look like? People can feel the lack of belief, the lack of confidence, the lack of feeling like they matter with everything you put out. And what it actually looks like is you're throwing spaghetti at the wall with a needy, I don't believe in myself energy, and they can feel it. So stop doing that today. It's going to take longer to get you where you want to be, but this is the energy that gets you to where you want to be. So let me know if this is making sense. Let me know if you have any questions. I know it's a lot. Problem number 4, you lost your power. This is such a deep one for me because I didn't realize this. This was a hard-hitting, I cannot believe that I did this thing. Even me, like the person that helps women unleash that power, and that I'm an alpha, I'm a powerhouse, I'm a take it, and I lost my power without even knowing it. And the sad part is that I spent a lot of money doing that. Overconsumption and no action. What did that do? It led me to a lack of trust. It leads to a lack of trust in you. Being the perpetual forever student. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in personal development. I believe in being a student. I believe in being coached. I believe in having a coach. I believe in all of those things. But I believe there is such a thing as overconsumption when it's no action. When you are not taking what you're learning and applying it immediately, all you're doing is zapping your self-trust, taking away your self-empowerment muscles, and on top of that, it's taking over all of your time in your business and making you so much more freaking confused. It's like the squirrel brain. It's like you can't keep, I don't know how many times I was in a DIY course that I was like, oh, this is good for 2 weeks. Brain everywhere. Let's try something else. Let's do something else. All I did was consume. And in between there, make some posts. So my overconsumption, random squirrel brain was vomited all over all of the women that I was trying to help. And I'm sure that they felt that and they were like, I don't even know what the hell this chick does. I don't even know how she can help me. I'm going to move on to somebody else that makes more sense. So what I want you to do is take a look. Are you over consuming? Have you taken on something that maybe really isn't your problem? Maybe it's just not the problem. Take a look at it, be honest with yourself, and focus on trusting that you have the answers. Trust that you can take yourself into a more empowered state to make decisions and to take action. Because again, without action, there's no confidence. So this is one of those things it's super, super important. And it took over 2.5 years, maybe 3, I don't know. It took over a vast majority of my business. And I look back and I go, oh my God, did I waste all this time? All I can do now is hope and pray and look at it and say, I just learned the things I needed to learn. I'm taking it. I'm moving on. It all happened for a reason, right? But really, I'm seriously kicking myself in the ass. So just take a look at it. Take a look at what you're doing. Problem number 5, you ain't got no plan. And I'm going to be honest. I didn't have no freaking plan either. I never had somebody sit down with me and say, you probably should just stop posting, all of your random things, all of your random comments. Like, are you launching something? Are you selling something? Like, I had no plan at all. No plan, no strategy, no system. I had no 30, 60, 90-day plan. Like, I have now a quarterly plan. I have a 6-month plan. I have what my year looks like, a real laid out plan, including launches, including freebies, including when my sales are, including how much money that I am going to generate. Seriously, how much money you actually want to generate in your business and how you're going to make it happen. You can't just go willy-nilly. And it's 2 different things. For life coaches or our coaches who are struggling to get a client or are just starting out, it looks a little different than my network marketers, but they also have a plan. And it's hard when you have a network marketing business when they have 16,000 products. So how do you create a plan? It's very possible. You just have to sit down and create the strategy and the system to move forward. Visibility, like, you need to become a freaking content queen, and the content needs to make sense with your plan, right? People need to know who you are or they can't buy from you. If they don't know who you are, what you stand for, what your mission is, the things that you value, they aren't going to buy from you. They're going to be like, okay, whatever. There's a freaking million people selling mindset courses. There's a million people selling mascara. Why are they going to buy from you? You need a system to grow your tribe. You have to offer all of your best stuff for free first. I know. Say what? You do. You have to be willing to give and serve with all you've got so that you can grow the connection and the trust from the people that will end up buying from you or hiring you. Period. Sales strategy. I know. Yeah. What products? What programs are you focused on? What does the funnel look like? Yes. When you get to a plan and strategy and systems, you do have a funnel. It's possible. It's possible now because you have the clarity. You have the foundations. You know what they need. Now, how do you generate the strategy with how that looks? And the last one, meet your clients where they're at. This is a crucial piece that I allowed too many coaches to tell me in a roundabout way not to do. So I'm going to put this out there for all of you coaches, and then I'll speak in the network marketing end. Coaches, if you're new, 99.9% of the time, you don't come out as a coach and start charging maximum dollars. People don't know who you are. They need to work with you. You need to offer free calls. You need to meet them where they are at. What if your tribe, what if all the people that you have attracted that really do want to work with you can't afford those type of coaching prices? Are you not going to create something for them? Hell no. This is exactly what I do. This is exactly why a few times a year I create the programs I do. I am here to help all women. I believe all women deserve to be able to create a business, to create a life they love, to create the impact they love, to create the income they love, and have help doing it. I believe that. Now, do I have, a higher level one-on-one package? Yes, of course. But I also am meeting my tribe, my people where they are, because I'm here to serve them. You are here to serve them. For your network marketing, this is what I see a lot of people doing. Okay, so you've got a product that's on sale, right? Or let's just give an example. And so that's the product you're going to push to everyone. I'm pushing this, I'm pushing this, I'm pushing this. You're forgetting the fact that maybe that's not what your clients need. Where are they right now? Do they need you to give them something else? Do they need you to provide them something else? Do they need you to serve them in another way? Be willing to take a look at that and not just have tunnel focus on products or, what you need and what you want to do. You have to think about what they want. So these steps are important regardless of what type of business that you have, period. Okay? So I have a bonus. I love bonuses. So I have a bonus for you guys on here. So this is fun. So take a snapshot of this. But this is called, when I coach my clients, I have something that's called the Powerhouse Method. So this is the Powerhouse Method roadmap. This is what it looks like. This is what we work on strategically. You have your foundations, which we talked about. We work on you first. Belief, confidence, knowing your mission, knowing your values, right? That moves into complete clarity in who you are. Then we move into confidence, because once you've nailed your foundations and you're freaking clear, girl, you're like become confident. You're like, okay, let's do this, right? We are out here to kill it. Let's do this. Then we move to client foundations. Those are all the things that we learn about your clients, your potential clients. We want to know all the things and we want to nail them down. We want to be an expert at that. And then once we get past that, now you have connection, trust, and serve. This is where you build your connection. This is where you build trust. This is where you serve from your soul with no expectations of a dollar sign or a PayPal ding or a product buy. You serve your freaking heart out. Then you can create your action plan. You'll now know what they want, what they need, And we create an action plan from that. Now, sometimes the connection, trust, and serve in the action plan, they're happening at the same time, because obviously we're always growing and evolving and we're connecting with more people and we're growing that trust. And so sometimes that action plan is happening at the same time. Regardless, then we have your action plan. Once we have that in place and you have a plan, USP, right? Your unique selling proposition, and you start freaking making offers because you're doing it strategically. And clearly, what happens after that? New client, new team member, whatever that looks like for you. It could look like something else. I am a success coach because all of my clients have different results. They get different things. They learn different things. I've had that, red heart arrow next client thing for other clients be starting a podcast, going to their convention. It's something totally different for everyone, and it looks different, and that's okay. But this is a method that I use to help my clients down the road to have some success in this way, fashion, whatever it looks like for them, right? So let me know if that makes sense. Again, I'm going to have this up in here for a little bit, so if you don't get it right away, you can come back and take a watch. So what's next? Now, you can do it on your own. You can take everything that you've learned today. You can write it all out. You can sit down and actually say you're going to focus. You're going to DIY it. I'm going to do the shit. Or know that you're not alone. Know that you don't have to do it alone. Hire a coach. Join a mastermind. Get some group coaching. Any of these things can help you get unstuck. Why? Because we are so close and so trapped by our own self-sabotage and mind drama that we can't see the solutions anymore. They might be right in front of our face. We might have had them all the time, but we just can't see them anymore. Okay? So, before we get into the offer, I want to let you guys know, full transparency, it's coming if you want to hop off. But these are the things that I want you to apply in your business, whether you work with me or whether you do them on your own. I want you to believe that success is possible for you, that it's a non-negotiable to return your mindset and your belief system and see big results. Like, those are non-negotiable things. It's possible for you, and you have to believe that. I want you to let you lead with your passions. Serve first. The passion, the drive, your mission, that's what keeps you going. It's what motivates you when you don't want to work. It's what makes you realize that this is the work you're supposed to be doing, that you should be doing. It's also the energy that draws your clients in. I want you to show up. Show up for yourself. Show up for your clients. Be freaking consistent. Don't allow your mindset and your belief to knock you out of the game. Nothing replaces the results that come from you being there for your clients or your tribe. This is the number one. This is like the biggest thing. This is the last one. Stay detached from the outcome. You have to stay detached from the things that you think are going to happen, or that if something happens, it means something about you. It doesn't work that way, right? Name and claim what you want. Do your mindset work, but do not force, push, or create desperation. So I hope that this allows you to see that there's not one magic secret to success that everybody wants to talk about. And there's not one secret strategy. It's different for everyone. But the magic comes in finding what your secret is, and the magic, the real magic, and the real freaking putting your feet on the ground and just going, oh my God, this is what I'm meant to do, and I fucking love it, and this is what I'm going to do. It comes from really just knowing who you are, having certainty in your voice. That certainty and that clarity is everything. So if you're ready for a coach and for your support, this is what I'm going to surprise everybody with. Now, Stuck to Unstoppable has been open for a couple weeks. I have 6 ladies in that were early birds already. So if you ladies are on, you're going to get something a little bit special. But originally, this program is an 8-week, no bullshit boot camp for MLM, network marketers, and life coaches, right? To rise up, stand out, make an impact, and a fucking income. The outline of the program was to be 2 to 3 Facebook Live trainings a week, journal work. We have 2 to 3 guest expert coaches, 2 of which I've already announced. The cost of the entire 8 weeks was $127.50, broke up into 3 payments. Super easy, super affordable. Then I offered a VIP add-on, which included a group call, a group Zoom call for you to get coaching at the end, an unlimited messenger box or an email. That means one-on-one coaching within the realm of messenger, Voxer, and email. And that was for the cost of $197 into 3 payments. But because of the messaging that I'm getting and because of me sitting down and actually realizing what the fuck I was missing with all the money that I was spending, I'm about to do something insane. And what I'm offering is only for 10 women. So essentially this program was open to 50 women. I'm closing that down and I'm only going to offer this to the next 10 women. And then I'm closing the cart and we're going to go. And what I'm changing here is for the $197 price, that's the only option here, the $197 price, I am going to change this program into a group coaching program. Group coaching, that means instead of just Facebook Live trainings each week, we are going to have 2, possibly 3, depending. I always end up with more, but 2 Zoom coaching calls each month. So that is 4 group coaching calls. That means you get access to a coach for $197 for 8 weeks. I will be your coach to take you from fucking stuck to getting out of your own way. Why am I doing this? Because I believe that the people that I'm here to serve deserve it. And so I'm only opening it to 10 women. As soon as the 10 is done, cart is closed, and I'm not offering this again until either the end of this year or the beginning of next year. Totally depends. $197, 8 weeks. You have access to the entire program, plus all the add-ons that I gave everyone else. Plus, it will be turned into a group coaching program, which means you have the ability to get coached. It starts on Monday. I'm closing the cart after 10 women, and we're rolling. So if this is for you, I want you to message me right away because it's going to fill up. I have never offered group coaching for 8 weeks for $200. Never, ever, ever. People are going to think I'm insane, but that's it. Here's the thing though, before we go, I want you to remember something. If nothing else, if you take nothing else from this, I want you to remember, you are powerful, you are bold, you're confident, you're courageous, and I want you to know you're supported. And what's better than that, you're a powerhouse badass and you are fucking unstoppable. And don't let anyone, especially yourself, take that away from you and make you believe that you can't do it, because you can fucking do it. You can do it. And I'm super excited for that. So if you have any questions, I want you to let me know. I want you to pop them in the comments. I'm going to come back and I'm going to check. I'm looking now and I see everybody that's in here. I saw everybody say hello, hello, hello. So I'm so excited. Again, if you want to take one of these 10 spots and you are ready to get back to basics, simplify shit, get yourself unstuck, and do all of these things that I talked about in here, message me. It's going down and the cart is going to close, and that is going to be it. And then all I'm going to have open until at least June is one-on-one coaching. So take me up on it, ladies. Tell your girls, tell your sisters, tell them to come on in. Let's do this shit together. Be supported by a group of women who want the same badass things from their life and their business as you do. So I love you guys. I thank you for taking the time to coming and watching. I'm going to leave this up probably for, what are we on, Tuesday? Probably through Sunday. So if you need to take notes, come back, watch. tag me in the comments if you have questions. Love you, love you, love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night.